Hey, how's it going, everybody? If you're new here, welcome in. And if you've been here before, well, you know what to do. Smash the like button on the way in. Today, I'm excited because we're talking about what is quite possibly the most affordable Reate knife ever made. And it's quite potentially going to replace everything that you ever carry in your fifth pocket. And I've been really getting into fifth pocket carries this year because they're knives that don't take up space that would be used for just about anything else. And I wasn't even intending on buying this. And then I found out that I had some extra points available on DLT. So it was a foregone conclusion. You don't just let free money sit. And well played, DLT. You win again. Anyways, what's in the box? Trick question. It's already out of the box. Today, we're checking out the Reate Exo U. And yeah, this is exactly what it looks like. This is a gravity knife box cutter, a gravity knife utility blade, whatever you want to call it. And I know the purists out there, they're like, what? Well, I thought you were going to show that one. You know, the Reate Exo M or the regular Exo or, you know, any other Exo. But you know, I was actually motivated to pick this up, and I'm going to tell you why. Recently, out of nowhere, I've been getting extra views on my videos for the Reate Exo M, which is a fantastic knife to carry, by the way. It's just a lot of fun to carry. It's a nice break from the norm of folding knives because it's not a folding knife. It is an out the front gravity style knife. Some might call it a gimmick. Some might just call it, you know, illegal. But I think that it's a rather fun knife to carry and to use, and I like it. And it's made by Reate, and it's very well made. Very well made. And these were very popular. However, I've been getting lots of comments lately. I've got a couple at least where they tell me things like, that's great. I can get it for $50 on Amazon. I can get a clone for $50. And I just want to know why. When this exists, why would you go out of your way to support a ripoff company when you could just spend less money and get a knife that's going to take care of, you know, 90% of your cutting tasks? And so I felt like, what better time is there to talk about the Reate Exo U? So I'm going to put this to the side for now because this is not in the video. If you want to watch my video, by the way, on the Reate Exo M, and for some reason you haven't already, I will go ahead and link it up in the corner up above. So the Reate Exo U is a smaller version of the Exo. It's a locking version and comes with a replaceable blade. It uses regular standard razor blade types. So if you blow through enough Amazon boxes, no worries, you can go ahead and flip this to the other side, and then when the other side is done, you can just replace it. You can replace it. I will link to some replacement razor blades that you can use for this in the description down below, because if you picked up one of these bad boys, you might as well put this to the test. What I really love about this is that it's Reate quality at a sub $100 price point. I don't think Reate would make toilet paper under $100, but they made this, and I love that. I really do. Let's talk about what it is. Okay, so we have an aluminum chassis here, and it's the same swivel type design that we get in the regular Exo. Just like with the Exo M, it has a locking mechanism. However, unlike the Exo M, this one is more of a toggle switch, and it's operated based on these magnets. So that's it. I think that is a much cleaner, much more aesthetically pleasing version of the Exo M lock. And it's nice. It's still extremely fidgety. It makes all of the cool gravity knife sounds, and it looks good. And you know what? If blue and orange isn't your color, you can get this in, you know, a straight black or plain or red or whatever your flavor is. They definitely make it that way. This is slender enough and compact enough where it will in fact fit in the fifth pocket of your jeans, which is great because that means that it is officially a knife that will not take up a space that you are using for anything else, which leaves your main pocket free for a bigger knife, you know, like a regular size knife like this, you know, or like like this. And then you can save your regular knife for other tasks other than just opening boxes. Let's be realistic. At least in my use case scenario, and in most people's use case scenarios, most of your regular cutting tasks are going to be things like opening up cardboard boxes, breaking down cardboard boxes, cutting tape, little cutting tasks. That doesn't mean that you will never have a need for a more robust knife. It just means that most of the time you could probably get by with something like this. This is also really nice for those of you who live in states that have really harsh carry laws. The irony here is that it's not really a long knife. This is, you could classify this as a utility knife. The authorities might classify this as a gravity knife. And so the irony to me is that you could say, well, this is a utility tool. It doesn't have a long blade and you might be okay. But chances are, if you live in one of those restrictive states, they might also not be too fond of the fact that this is, in fact, a gravity knife. So, take it with a grain of sand, consult your local knife laws. I'm not an attorney, but here in the great state of Colorado, the land and capital of Spyderco, which by the way is not Taiwan, I can get away with carrying this no problemo. This is not a large knife. This is not a long knife. This is not a threatening knife. This one is purely the tool of a pure knife enthusiast. That's who this is going to appeal to, is the knife enthusiast. Because if you bought this, chances are you either wanted one of these or you already have one. And then you saw that they came out with these, and just like me, you're like, it's under $100, sold. Take my money, DLT or E Knives or White Mountain Knives or Blade HQ or one of the many places these are sold. And I'll list a few down below in case these end up selling out. But yeah, it's really cool, guys. I enjoy it. I've been trying it out over the last couple days. It lives in the fifth pocket and it feels good there. It's got a regular pocket clip, a deep carry pocket clip, but it lives in the fifth pocket without issue. And it doesn't take up space that I would be using for anything else. So another thing that I think is really cool, it comes with a certificate of authenticity. My regular Reate Exo U, which is a fully fledged knife, did not come with a certificate of authenticity. I am cracking up over this. This $75 Reate, potentially the least expensive Reate known to mankind. It's not even a fully fledged knife. It's a utility knife, and it's got its own certificate of authenticity. That kills me on the inside, but I do in fact love it. So here's its specs. It's got aluminum handle material. It's got stainless steel blade holder. The spring is titanium. And when they say spring, I believe they're talking about this piece. So you do get some titanium on there. That's pretty cool. The clip is stainless. It has an open length of 5.8 inches. The lock is aluminum and magnet driven. And then of course it weighs 2.5 ounces. Yeah, that's crazy to me. Real quick, I know that some of you are thinking, why would I do that? If I just need a utility knife, I'm going to go ahead and get one of these guys. This is the Amazon special. No, literally, this is the Amazon Basics box cutter. And I have this because I purely wanted to see if I could just get by with this. And as it turns out, this is, aluminum body, button lock, I suppose you could say, but it's like the kind where you cannot open it without engaging the button. It's hanky, it's clanky, it's bulky. It fits in the hand well. $10. It does the exact same thing this does, but it does it with far less style and it's far less pleasing to carry. Unlike the Reate Exo U, I cannot carry this in my pocket. Unlike the Reate Exo U, this does not feel quality. I feel like if I were to move and forget that I left this here, I would not miss it. I would not turn the U-Haul around. I would not go back to buy it. This has exceedingly high levels of cool. And I, for one, think that at a $75 price point, it is pretty dang good. So now the only question left to answer is, are you going to buy one? if you're one of those people who bought a clone Reate Exo because you were quoting the high price tag, do you feel dumb now? Just let me know in the comments section. And by the way, guys, if you want to watch more awesome knife and EDC content, go ahead and click on one of the videos that pops up next.